Alright guys, good morning. This is episode 63 from the weekends and on the weekends of MLB 19 The Cell, managing the Detroit Tigers. The IamACreatorCommunity.com/IamACreator. If you guys are joining in and want to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends, make sure you guys hit that red support button and like button. And turn on notification bell if you guys haven't gotten the opportunity or the chance to. If anyone in the chat has a Facebook and a Twitter account of the I Am a Creator community, it's a group group that are loving, caring, and sharing each other's great content. Where we watch our videos in full, we share the videos, we like the videos, we tweet them out, add them to a playlist, and we leave a meaningful comment down below once we've done the rest, and add it to a playlist. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat about the idol and for night to sign. As the Tigers are looking for 3 in a row, it's game 1 of 3. As the Detroit Tigers hosting game 1 of 3, hosting the Minnesota Twins. As the Tigers defense will be bringing in a 3-7 record, Tyson Ross 5.74 ERA. It says here game time decision, Tyson Ross has been really struggling this year with an ERA of 5.74. Thinking about considering somebody else. Somebody else will be added to the mound, most likely. So how are you guys doing today? Well, hope you guys are well and having a great week. Well, for me, my ass got off at 11 last night, didn't pass up till 12:30 after work, and you know, my love had something going on for her that sailing competition about 9 o'clock until around 1 or 2, or it might be around 10 or something like that. But then again, it's all I had to work. It was only 2 to 11 last night, and that was it. That was it completely, guys. Then I go back Monday, and I'm off another 4 days. This is almost better than nothing, you know. I mean, taking time for the fair most of the time. Coming to the mound for Tyson Ross's replacement for the Tigers defense, Victor Alcantara will be starting with a 1-1 record, 2.33 ERA. He's given up 38 hits, 3 walks, and 32 strikeouts to his resume. Due up for the Twins offense, Ronald Torres, batting .294, 2 home runs, 16 RBIs to his credit. In game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by Alcantara, strike 1. First pitch is around 7-11. As the guys may know, Tyson Ross's ERA for the Tigers defense is ERA of 5.76. It's not any good if you're trying to do a pretty good season on that. Ground ball to right center field. He gives it the first, 1 away. Let me know what you guys think. And this is actually the very first time that Victor Alcantara is starting. Here's the starting lineup for the Minnesota Twins offense. Nelson Cruz batting .333, Cesar Quad batting .284. So far for the 2019 Twins offense, they have an average of .448 slugging percentage. This time it's Jorge Polanco batting .267, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs to his credit. Here's the pitch by Alcantara starting. Strike 1. Tampa Bay Rays visiting the Red Sox 2-0. And a bunt attempt, foul ball, strike 2. Alcantara looking for the out. And he struck him out. And that's out number 2 for the Twins. A strikeout by Alcantara. Here it is one more time, guys. Here it is. In game 1 of 3. 5-ball to right center field. He picks up a block, and it's gone. In game 1 of 3, a solo shot to right center field. 9 for 1 by Nelson Cruz, 375 feet. As the Twins strike first, it's 1-0 Twins, top of the first with 2 outs. Chicago Cubs defeating the Cardinals 5-4. Here it is one more time. Solo shot to right center field.
When he gets hot, he hits him in bunches. This could be the beginning of one of those extended hot streaks.
Here comes Miguel Sano. Gets left-handed pitchers, guys. Batting 368, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. His overall record with the Twins offense is an average of 266. Miami Marlins hosting the Braves 1-1. It's a pitch by Alcantara. Fly ball to right center field. In game 1 of 3. And that will be... Oh my goodness. And that will be a triple for the Twins. Game 1 of 3, guys. Oh my goodness.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers.
Comes the left fielder, Eddie Rosario, batting 280, 10 home runs, 33 RBIs to his credit in game 1 of 3. Twins setting up base 1 and 3rd with 2 outs. We're going to extend the lead in game 1 of 3. Strike 1 from the weekends and on the weekends, guys.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Sano at third with 2 away.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach.
Right for the out, Alcantara. Ground ball to right. He gets it in himself to first base, and the side is retired. It's the replay one more time. Solo shot to right center field in game 1 of 3. As we go to bottom of the first, Twins up 1-0. Coming to the mound for the Twins offense, Singh or Derizzi. We get 12th start of the season, 3-5 record, 3.88 ERA, 59 hits, 28 walks, and 54 strikeouts. And that's 69.2 innings. Due up for the Tigers offense, designated hitter John Hicks. On the road with the Twins offense, batting 348, 6 home runs, 11 RBIs to his credit, with an average of 286 of the season.
Troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Here's the pitch by Derizzi. Strike 1.
Takes a cold strike, 0-1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win.
New York Yankees visiting the Indians 1-0. Todd Hicks averages a 266, 286. Here's the 0-1 count by the pitcher. Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch 1 away.
Of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one.
If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Here's the starting lineup for the Tigers offense. Miguel Cabrera batting 327. Elisa Stewart's on on-base percentage of an average of 336. Chris Stewart batting 206. Mikey Montauk batting 185. Here comes Jordy Mercer against left-handed pitchers, guys, in the chat. He has an average of 230, 3 home runs, 6 RBIs to his credit. His overall record of the season, batting 270, 9 home runs, 24 RBIs to his credit. Here's the pitch by the pitcher. Strike 1.
Fastball right there for strike 1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Well, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to
I'm also hoping Alice can come in, because it hasn't been 2 weeks. Fly ball to straight center field. And he makes the catch 2 away for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. Here comes the first baseman, Miguel Cabrera, batting .327. 7 home runs, 27 RBIs to his credit. His batting average is 5th in the American League of the season. Philadelphia Phillies hosting the Reds 2-0.
Best hitters for average coming into this year.
Here's the pitch by him. Strike one.
To the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
Hey, he got away with that one right there. If he's going to live up there, spinning it up top of his zone, he's going to get hurt.
Ball one.
Strike to Miguel Cabrera. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, he's 4 for 14. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times.
Ground ball to left center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers.
So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average.
Entering play batting average leaders, Astros at 275. Athletics at 263, Red Sox at 271, White Sox at 257. Now batting right fielder Nick Castellanos. His last 6 games with the Tigers offense this season, he's 11 for 23 with an average of 478 for the career. Tigers staring at base runner first with 2 outs in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by him. Ball one. So yeah, my top moderator has Castellanos enters play with a 14-game hitting streak for the Tigers offense. Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Diamondbacks 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 count by Odorizzi. Strike one. But yeah, my top moderator has a ceiling, her last ceiling competition. That's going to be later on this morning. So she might be able to pop in the chat on the way there as we speak, which is not going to be that far, I believe. Ground ball to right center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. So yeah, she's gonna text me. She's gonna text me once he's back. 15-game hitting streak with the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time. So it might be this afternoon as we speak. Tigers staring at base runner first and second with 2 outs. So I might be at the fair again today. We'll see what happens. See what's going on. Strike one inside the zone. Grayson Stewart batting .206, 7 home runs, 23 RBIs in game 1 of 3.
Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
The 0-1 count. Check swing, strike 2. Held down a little too long.
Cabrera over at second. Castellanos on at first with 2 down.
Pitcher gives a sign. Here's the 0-2. Ball 1. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. If anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter, if you guys want to catch more MLB 19 from the weekends and on the weekends. Swing and a miss. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Turn that notification bell. You guys have those 2 accounts on Facebook and Twitter. Tigers lead 2. As we go to the top of the second, Twins up 1-0. Game 1 of 3. Due up for the Minnesota Twins in game 1 of 3, guys, in the chat. CJ Cron, batting .284, 10 home runs, 27 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases this season. Cantillo gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. So far, Men in Black still has a good, huge lead. Over Phantom in the Up and Titanic. Foul ball to right. Strike 2.
Playing here in his age 29 season. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
But I didn't do much of Hunter World yesterday because, you know, the online play for that every Thursdays and Fridays is still looking pretty well, and you guys will get a new episode of that next week. Swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Twins. Second strikeout by Victor Alcantara. Here's the defensive lineup for the Tigers defense. Jordy Mercer, Marky Montauk is back in the field. Miguel Cabrera's on the field. Pretty much a lot of right-handers. No southpaws though. For the Tigers defense. Here comes Jonathan Scope, batting .271, 14 home runs, 4 in the American League, and 40 RBIs to his credit. In game 1 of 3.
In his last 10 games too, and he's got that power stroke working right now.
And the I Am a Creator Community philosophy, guys, is we watch our videos in full. We share the videos, we tweet them out, share them, we add them to a playlist. We leave a meaningful, loving, caring, sharing comment down below once we've done the rest. We never ask for support back afterwards. Just pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return or anything better. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 2 for the Twins. Third strikeout by Alcantara, just replacing Tyson Ross.
In advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
Alcantara gives a sign, and the pitch. Foul ball to left in the stand, strike 1. Zach Cave batting .258, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs to his credit. Miami Marlins hosting the Braves 2-1. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Ball 1. Tweet out the live stream, guys. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward and be rewarded. The I Am a Creator Community weekly schedule, and he struck him out. And the side is retired.
3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back for more.
As we go to bottom of the second, Twins up 1-0 in game 1 of 3. Due-up for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3, guys, in the chat. Nico Goodwin batting .303, 10 home runs, 25 RBIs. To his credit. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. Ball 2. Strike 1.
Fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
2-1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
I got the count 2-2.
Ball 3. On deck, Marky Montauk with an average of 185. Here it is one more time.
That far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Comes to 3-2. Fly ball to right center field. He picks up a block and he makes the catch. 1 away. In game 1 of 3, guys.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And let's take a look at Jonathan Scope, another one of the versatile new regime ball players.
It's a defensive lineup for the Minnesota Twins defense. Jonathan Scope, Zach DeRosie, Miguel Sano, and Nelson Cruz from the Texas Rangers. Marky Montauk batting .185, 9 home runs, 20 RBIs to his credit.
Mikey Montauk to bat next. First pitch of the at-bat.
Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
He lays off there, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Strike 1.
And it's even at 1.
Fly ball to right center field. He makes the catch and knocks out number 2 for the Tigers. Game 1 of 3.
Jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run.
Here's the replay one more
Any
time.
elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
We've got one in the hot seat. No likes, I believe, of the I Am Creative community. Smash the like button, guys. Tweet the live stream out. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward. Grayson Grenier, batting 182, 5 home runs, 17 RBIs to his credit.
Into the windup. Here comes
0-1 count. And a fly ball to the straight center field. And he makes the catch. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers. We go to the top of the third. Twins up 1-0. Due up for the Twins offense. Williams a two low. Batting 262. 3 home runs, 16 RBIs to his credit. Cantillo still on the mound for Tyson Ross. Here's the pitch. Foul ball to right in the stance. Strike 1.
Astudillo is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at
a little bit of a silent in the background, but that's okay. Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch. Out number 1 for the Twins. Good eye by the Tigers defense in game 1 of 3. Here comes Ronald Torres. He's grounded out his first time. Cantillo gives a sign, he nods his head, and the pitch. Strike 1. Oakland Athletics visiting the Rangers 1-0. Pitch speed was 93 miles per hour.
Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east.
Ground ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, and that's 2 outs for the Twins.
Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that.
Here comes the shortstop, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 1 for a strikeout in the first.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Chopper to short.
And it's a ground ball to left center field. And that will be a single for the Twins. And it was scored as a base hit.
That's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But anyway you look at it.
Here comes the right fielder, Nelson Cruz, former Texas Ranger. He had a solo home run his first time.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it.
Twins staring at base on him first with 2 outs. Cantillo gives a sign. And the pitch. Ground ball to left center field. And that will be a single for the Twins.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Doing this one more time.
The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Twins staring at base on him first and second with 2 outs.
In now, Miguel Sano.
Strike 1.
On the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
Miguel Sano is 1 for 1. Fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch in time, and the side is retired. Good luck by the Tigers defense. As we go to bottom of the third, Twins up 1-0. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. Pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. When we watch our videos in full, we like the videos, tweet them out, share them, and we add them to a playlist. And we leave a meaningful comment afterwards, and never ask anything back in return. The I Am a Creator community. / I Am a Creator. Due up for the Tigers, Samir Candelario, batting 294, 8 home runs, 20 RBIs to his credit. In game 1 of 3.
Here comes the first pitch.
Here's the first pitch by Jake. Strike
In
one.
there for strike one, 0-1.
Swing and a miss, strike two.
And he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Ball one.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Pretty standard fastball right there, 0-2. Now he's changed the eye level of the batter so he can start working something in like an off-speed curveball.
Ground ball to right center field. And that will be a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 3.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it.
Here it is one more time.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here comes Son Hicks. He's 0 for 1 for a fly out in the first. If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. Tigers serving at base runner first with no outs in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by Odorizzi. Strike one.
Gets the outside. That's a strike.
The 0-1 count by Zeke.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball one.
And this is high, a ball and a strike.
Ground ball to right, center field. And that's the first out for the Tigers. Here it is one more time.
Second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Oh, excuse me.
Stepping in now.
Here's the pitch to him. Strike one.
Take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone.
Jody Mercer is 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the first. Here's the pitch by Jake. Foul ball to right, strike two.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Tiger shortstop
Ball one.
with a ball and 2 strikes. Hicks leads off first with 1 away.
Ball two.
Fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Comes 2-2 by Odorizzi. Fly ball to right center field. And that will be a single for the Tigers in game 1 of 3.
Man, I thought this at bat was over.
Check it out one more time.
He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count 2-2, and he's able to find the knockout there.
Standing in now, Miguel Cabrera.
Ball one.
Look at ball one. And their runners.
Miguel Cabrera is 1 for 1 with a single in the first. Tigers throwing out base runner first and third with 1 out. We're going to take the first lead for the first time in game 1 of 3. Strike one.
In there for strike one.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ground ball to left center field. And that is a double play. And the side is retired. In game 1 of 3. Tigers leave a pair. As we go to top of the 4th, Twins up 1-0. Due up for the Twins offense, guys, in the chat. Eddie Rosario. He's grounded out his first time. Cantillo still on the mound, and the pitch. Strike 1. Foul ball to left in the stands, strike 2. Looking for the out, Cantillo. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 1 for the Twins. First strikeout by Cantillo. He's looking pretty sharp on the Tigers defense. 93 miles per hour pitch speed. Ball 1. CJ Cron is 0 for 1 for strikeout in the second. Oakland Athletics visiting the Rangers 3-2. And that's a fly ball to straight center field. And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Baltimore Orioles visiting the Astros 2-0. Here comes the second baseman, Jonathan Scope. He's 0 for 1 for a strikeout in the second.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. If you guys can hear me, type 1 in the chat if you guys are here. Maybe Alice and Leon. Ground ball to right center field. Fair ball. And that will be a single for the Twins.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs.
Check it out one more time.
Jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Pitch speed 92 miles an hour. Twins staring at base on the first with 2 outs.
Into the box now. Jake Cave.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Jake Cave is 0 for 1 for a strikeout in the second.
Set with the 0-1.
Ground ball to right line, and that will be a single for the Twins. In game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time. Philadelphia Phillies, Atlanta Braves visiting the Marlins 4-2. Twins still at base on the first and second with 2 outs. Ball 1. Rockies visiting the Metropolitans 4-0. Willens at studio, he's 0 for 1 for a fly out in the third. Ground ball, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Twins lead 2. As we go to bottom of the 4th, Twins holding on to a 1-0 lead in game 1 of 3. Due up for the Tigers offense. Right fielder, Nick Castellanos. He's 1 for 1 for single in the first. Odozi gives the sign, and here's the first pitch. Ball 1. Little outside the zone that time. Currently.
His fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Here comes the 1-1 by the pitcher. Fly ball to straight center field. And it picks up a block, and that will be, in game 1 of 3, that will be a double for the Tigers. 20th double for Nick Castellanos. Here it is one more time.
As long as you possibly can, and he's doing that coming in right here. Came into this game on fire with the stick, and he's doing that here.
Tigers staring at base on the second with no outs in game 1 of 3. Odozi gives the sign. Here's the pitch. Strike 1.
strikes in his first.
Kristen Stewart's 0 for 1 for strikeout in the first. The 0-1 count by Odorizzi.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Ground ball to left center field. He gives it to first baseman. That's 1 out.
So time out for the Twins Road to the Show report.
But yeah, if you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Let's go, let's grow. The more people we bring in, the more we all grow together. And together, all of us can make a difference of the IamACreatorCommunity.com / I am a creator. We got Eagle Goodrum, he's 0 for 1 for a fly out in the second. Odorizzi nods his head, and here's the pitch. Ball 1.
Slider laid off for a ball. Castellanos, the runner at second with 1 away.
Strike 1.
As he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Ground ball to right center field. He gets it to first, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. On the base runner from second goes to third. Here comes Maki Matuk. He's 0 for 1 for a line out in the second. In game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch by Odorizzi. Strike 1. If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. If you guys can. The 0-1 count by the pitcher. Foul ball to right in the stands. Strike 2.
Here it is.
Ground ball to left. And that will be an RBI single for the Tigers, as the Tigers even the score with the Twins in game 1 of 3. 1-1, bottom of the 4th with 2 outs. Here comes the catch for Grayson Grenier. He's 0 for 1 for line out in the second. Tigers staring at base runner first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
He gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1.
That curveball is a pitch you have to get on top of, or else it'll take off just like that one did.
The 1-1 count by Odorizzi. And the pitch. And that's a fly ball to right center field, and he makes the catch, and the side is retired. In game 1 of 3. Tigers lead 2. As we go to top of the 5th, 1-1 tie game. In game 1 of 3. We are paying forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. If you guys have any questions about the Idol or the Night Sign thing, let me know. If you guys have anything interesting. Well, so far, Men in Black still has a great part. It's still in the lead, as a matter of fact, over the other 2, and, you know, a couple of the good stuff. Here comes Ronald Torres. Cantillo's still doing pretty well on the mound, and the pitch, strike 1. Torres is 0 for 2 in game 1 of 3.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
Ground ball to right center field. He gives it to first, and that's out number 1 for the Twins. Here comes Jorge Polanco. He's 1 for 2 for a single in the third. Tampa Bay Rays visiting the Red Sox 3-1. Cantiero gives a sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Foul ball to left, strike 1.
Both teams with 6 hits so far.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Baltimore Orioles visiting the Astros 5-0. He nods his head. Here's the pitch to him. And a pop up to left, and he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Good catch by the Tigers defense. Because former Texas Ranger Nelson Cruz is 2 for 2 for a home run and a single. Here comes El Cantiero. Ball 1. Fly ball to right center field.
Deep to right center. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
And that will be a double for the Twins.
The second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good
Check it out one more time.
We've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Twins still got base runner second with 2 outs.
Into the box, Miguel Sano.
Strike 1.
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Miguel Sano is 1 for 2. Cincinnati Reds visiting the Phillies 3-2.
Comes set, the 0-1.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
At the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now on 0-2, I don't think
Looking for the out, Cantiero.
If we see one of
Swing and a miss. And the side is retired in game 1 of 3.
Danger averted following the 2-out double. We're back to Friday night baseball on the show.
Twins leave 1 as we go to bottom of the 5th. 1-1 in game 1 of 3.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 5th.
Pittsburgh Pirates visiting the Brewers 1-0.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. He said he's really proud of the fact that they've only gone down on strikes once in the game, all while averaging over a base hit per inning. If that kind of combination continues, he thinks there's a lot more to look forward to.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Due up for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3.
They'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Demir Candelario, he is 1 for 1 with a single in the 3rd. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you guys are here. I'm thinking maybe my buddy Keonic is pretty much feeling a little bit better since the last time I talked to him on Twitter. And also 9L comment on one of my last updates. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Toronto Blue Jays hosting the Diamondbacks 4-2. But it all depends how that's going to be carrying in a little bit.
They'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
It might just be him or something. Fly ball to right center field, and that is a single for the Tigers.
So the 9-hole hitter comes through with the base hit, and that brings up the top of the
In game 1 of 3.
Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Check it out one more time.
He's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count.
Here comes John Hicks. He's flown out and he has grounded out in game 1 of 3.
The designated hitter, John Hicks, 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Tigers staring at base runner first with no outs.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball 1.
Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. There's a
Ball
breaking
2.
ball that's taken for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
And
Strike 1.
To the Tigers' leadoff hitter.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back.
If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat.
Fastball middle of the zone.
Hits are even at 7 apiece.
Just pay it forward and be rewarded. Comes to 2-1 by Odorizzi. Fly ball to right center field. And picks up a block, and that will be a double for the Tigers. Take it up one more time, guys, in the chat. The more people we bring in, the more we all win, grow together. Tigers still got base runner second and third with no outs. We're going to retake the lead in game 1 of 3. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Cody Mercer's 1 for 2. They single in the third. On 1 count. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 1 for the Tigers. Second strikeout by Zach Odorizzi.
You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Odorizzi gives sign, and here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. Miguel Cabrera, game 1 of 3, is 1 for 2 with single in the first. The 0-1 count by Odorizzi. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
But he couldn't come up with it. It's 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Here it comes on 0-2.
Ground ball to right.
Backhanded.
He gets to the first baseman, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. So the base runner from second goes to third, and third goes to home. It's now 2-1 Tigers, bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. In game 1 of 3. Here comes Nick Castellanos. He's 2 for 2 for double and a single. Tigers staring at base runner at third with 2 outs.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Strike 1.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
At the Twins bullpen, Trevor Hildenberger and Trevor May.
Hicks on third with 2 out.
Swing and a miss, strike 2.
It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets
Nick Castellanos is 2 for 2.
He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Ball 1.
He'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Ready with the 1-2.
Ball 2.
Off the outside as he can't catch the corner. 2 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers.
And they pop up to home base. And he makes the catch, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1. As we go to the top of the 6th, Tigers up 2-1 in game 1 of 3. And the friend requests, I won't be able to check them after the episode's over. Eddie Rosario of the Twins offense struck out, and he has flown out. Gives the pitch by Alcantara, strike 1. Ball 1.
Misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1.
It's like swing ball 2.
These guys have
Toronto
got
Blue
to be
Jays hosting the
frustrated
Diamondbacks
as an
6-2.
offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent.
So the good news is I'm off till Monday, then I have another 4 days off next week. So I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, so you guys will get another episode of this tomorrow morning as we speak, and then I don't think I'm going to be live in the afternoon. I got to see what's going on with my side maker. And he struck him out. And that's out number 1 for the Twins. 7 strikeouts for Victor Alcantara. He's putting on a good show for the Tigers defense. Hit us one more time. 92 miles per hour pitch speed. Baltimore Orioles visiting the Astros 7-0. Strike 1. Chicago White Sox visiting the Royals 2-0. CJ Cron is 0 for 2 for a strikeout and a flyout. Ground ball to left line. And that will be a single for the Twins.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side.
Here it is one more time.
Knobs and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position. 2-out knock.
Twins staring at base on first with 1 out.
Here's Jonathan Scope now.
Foul ball to left, strike 1.
This is a foul ball.
Jonathan Scope is 1 for 2 for a single in the 4th. If you guys have any questions about the 2 topics, let me know. Ball 1.
Take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside.
Ball 2. Philadelphia Phillies hosting the Reds 3-3.
That's a good pitch, but you have to get a
Jonathan Scope is 1 for 2.
That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch, and that's the 2nd out for the Twins. Rockies visiting the Metropolitans 4-1. Here comes the center fielder, Jake Cave. He's 1 for 2, with a single in the 4th.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1. Milwaukee Brewers hosting the Pirates 1-1. Fly ball to right center field, and flies it up, and it's gone. Solo shot to right center field in game 1 of 3. 2-run shot, excuse me. Jake Cave, 393 feet. As the Twins take the lead, the 3-2 Twins, top of the 6th with 2 outs. So far, it's been a real good game in game 1 of 3. Here it is one more time. 2-run shot to right center field, 85 miles an hour. It's a pitch by Alcantara. Ball 1. Williams at studio. He is flown out and he gets lined out. Fly ball to left center field. And he makes the catch in time. And that's 3 outs and the side is retired. This guy's to see in the chat. 2-run shot to right center field. As we go to bottom of the 6th, Twins up 3-2. Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Gabriel Moya. Last year he had 35 games. It was 3-0 the season. 4.71 ERA. Here comes Chris and Stewart. He has struck out and he has grounded out. Looking to repair, he's 0 for 2. Moya gives the sign. And here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1.
Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up in
At the Twins bullpen, Addison Reed and Trevor Hildenberger. The 0-1 count by Moya.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Held that just a bit too long.
2 count and the pitch. Hit on the
Ground ball to right, gets it to first, one away. Here comes Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 2 for a fly out and a grounded out. Texas Rangers hosting the Athletics 4-3. As I said, my top moderator to come in the chat, since it's going to be on our way to the towing competition, it's a little bit later on this morning. But she pretty much wants me to come, if it's okay with the driver. But I'm not sure if it can be an okay on that. It all depends. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nico Goodrum is 0 for 2. Moya gives a sign. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers.
Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Here comes Maki Montuk. He's 1 for 2 for single.
1 for 2 games so far.
Here's the pitch to him.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Strike 1.
Strike taken up in the zone.
So far we just have one in the hot seat, one like on the live stream from the weekends and on the weekends. Here's the pitch to him. Ground ball to left to the third baseman, gives it to first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers.
3-2 ball game.
As we go to top of the 7th, Twins up 3-2. Atlanta Brave, Rockies visiting the Metropolitans 4-3. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. If you guys can hear me, type that in the chat. Because so far, Men in Black still has a good lead so far this year. Oh, if anybody operating Titanic. Ronald Torres is 0 for 3. Gives the sign, here's the pitch to him. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 1. As the Tigers will put a different pitcher, they will be bringing in Tigers. Here comes the Tigers manager coming to the mound. Since Victor Alcantara took over Tyson Ross after having a bad ERA, 5.76 as we speak. Coming to the mound for the Tigers defense, guys, Louis Coleman. 13 game number 13 for him this season. 1-1 record, 1 save, 3.63 ERA, and 20 strikeouts. Here comes the 0-1 by Coleman. Ball 1. Torres is 0 for 3.
He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate.
Strike 2.
Swing and miss on the outer half.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2.
And he makes the catch from first, out number 1 for the Twins. Here comes the shortstop, Jorge Polanco. He's 1 for 3 for single in the 3rd. He gives a sign, here's the pitch by Coleman. Ground ball to right center field. He gives it to first, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Game 1 of 3. Here comes the former Texas Ranger, Nelson Cruz. He'll just one more time. Coleman gives a sign in the pitch. Ball 1. Foul ball to right in the stands, strike 1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nelson Cruz is 3 for 3. For the out. 5 ball to left center field. And he makes a good catch for the Tigers defense, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Twins. As we go to bottom of the 7th, Twins holding on to a 3-2 lead. Now batting for the Tigers offense. Grayson Grenier is 0 for 2 for a flyout and a lineout. We're gonna prep up his 0 for 2. Booyah gives a sign. Strike 1.
And it's in for a called strike 1.
Lawson's tip dip. Commander French Onion. I don't think I've ever heard of that. I mean, I've heard of onion dip. Hot sauce dip. Ranch dip. When it goes with tips, it's not bad. Foul ball at home, strike 2. This is past the 1 hour limit. But it all depends. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Tampa Bay Rays visiting the Red Sox 4-1.
The 0-2 once more.
Swing and a miss, and that's the first out for the Tigers.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes.
Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Addison Reed. Making his 31st appearance this season. 1-2 records, 2.65 ERA, and 32 strikeouts to his resume. Here comes Samir Candelario. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Angels hosting the Mariners 1-0. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1.
And that's dead center for strike 1.
Tweet out the live stream, guys. Let people know that we are live, paying it forward, and being rewarded most of the entire time at the IamACreatorCommunity.com. Here's the pitch by Reed. Foul ball to left, strike 2. Nick Castellanos is 2 for 2. Here comes Reed. Swing and a miss. And that's out number 2 for the Tigers.
That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Taking out one more time.
A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on
85 miles an hour pitch speed at 7 inches and pitch break. Here's the pitch to him. Strike 1. Atlanta Braves visiting the Marlins 5-4. Anderson Reed gives a sign. He nods his head. Here comes the 0-1. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Don Hicks is 1 for 3. Fly ball to left center field, and that will be a single for the Tigers. As it's been a good game 1 of 3. Here comes Jordy Mercer. He's 1 for 3 with a single in the 3rd. So far, my top moderator hasn't jumped in the chat yet. Pretty much getting ready to go for that suing competition. That's strike 1. Tigers staring at base runner first with 2 outs. The 0-1 count by Reed. Foul ball to right, strike 2. But it's all good. Ground ball to left. He gives it to second, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Tigers offense. Leave 1. As we go to top of the 8th, Twins up 3-2. In game 1 of 3. Due up for the Twins offense in game 1 of 3. Coming to the batter's box, Miguel Sano. He's 1 for 3 with a double in the first. Coleman gives the sign. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1. I also took a pick of my new schedule last night. Since like I said, my ass was up till around 12:30 because I had to wait for my ride around 11, a little before that. Fly ball to left center field, and he makes the catch, and that's the first out for the Twins. So I was waiting for my ride. The ride didn't show up to almost 11:30, possibly around 11:25 last night. And pretty much, I went to bed around 12:30, and I was just pretty tired after that 2 to 11. But thank goodness I'm off till Monday. Eddie Rosario is 0 for 3 for strikeout in the 6th. Here comes Coleman.
He's set. Here it comes.
Strike 1, inside the zone that time.
Taken for a strike.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Looking for the out, Coleman. Foul ball to right, strike 2.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard.
Ball 1. Chicago White Sox visiting the Royals. 2 to 1. Foul ball to right, strike 2. Fly ball to right center field. And that will be a triple for the Twins. Check it out one more time.
And the fielder can't cut it off. He was churning those legs on the base paths, making it the third with a triple.
Twins staring at base on a third with 1 out. We're going to extend the lead in game 1 of 3. Strike 1. CJ Cron is 1 for 3 with a single. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
The offensive approach here is simple.
Looking for the out.
You know the pitcher's
Ball 1.
for the case, so set your sights middle of the plate. And then don't worry about the infielders. They're so close, hard contact is guaranteed.
Foul ball to left, strike 2.
Slicing foul. 1 out and a runner on third. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate.
And the third baseman tries to get home, and that's out number 2 for the Twins. Comes to 2-2 by Coleman. Ground ball to left. He gives it, and that will be a single for the Twins. Here it is one more time.
Pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Here's the pitch by Coleman. Strike 1. Silence and scope. He's 1 for 3 for single in the 4th. Strike 2.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot.
Looking for the out. Coleman.
Battle back in this
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and the side is retired in game 1 of 3. Twins leave 1. So we go to bottom of the 8th. Twins up 3-2 in game 1 of 3. Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Blake Parker. Making his 16th game this season. 0-1 record with 3 saves. 3.48 ERA. Here comes Miguel Cabrera. 1 for 3 with a single in game 1 of 3. So far we only had just one viewer in the chat this morning, but I'm still hoping Alice can sew up for a little bit. Maybe Leon. Yeah, neither one of them sewed up yet. And the Twins bullpen, Tyler Rogers, Trevor Hildenberger. But we'll see. But yes, he is going to text me once he gets back from that competition. So it's gonna be all good. Her and I have now been together for 777 days. I kid you not, guys. It's pretty much the true thing. Most of the entire part. 1-1 by Parker. He nods his head. Foul ball to right, strike 2. I will also be at the fair again today, so it's all good. Texas Rangers hosting the Athletics 4-3. Here comes the 1-2 by Blake Parker. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out, and that's the first out for the Twins. Tigers, excuse me. First strikeout by Blake Parker in game 1 of 3. Here comes Nick Castellanos, guys. 2 for 3 with double and a single.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nicholas Castellanos.
Los Angeles Angels hosting the Mariners 3-0. Excuse me, strike 1.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game.
Nick Castellanos is 2 for 3.
Hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box.
So I'm not really sure if my top moderator is coming this morning. It all depends. Comes the 0-1 by Parker.
You're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers. Oh my goodness. Here comes Christian Stewart. He's 0 for 3 for ground out and 6. Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return.
Like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here.
Blake Parker on the mound. He gives a sign. And here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1.
And that's in there for strike 1. This one,
Rockies visiting the Metropolitans 9-3. Parker gives a sign. Here's the 0-1 count.
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Ball 1.
There's a fastball right off the plate for a ball.
Parker gives sign. He sets the target. 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Strike 2. Ready on 1 and 2.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out again. And the side is retired. It's been a good close game in game 1 of 3. As we go to top of the 9th, Twins holding on to a 3-2 lead.
Into the box now.
Due up for the Twins offense, Zach Cave. He's 2 for 3 for home run and a single.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. The guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
With a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Foul ball to left, strike 2. Cleveland Indians hosting the Yankees 4-3. Looking for the out, Coleman. Ball 1.
Elevated right here.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
But yeah, for some reason, I have only been to one throwing competition, but not the other. None of the others. Pretty much out of any state. It's like swing ball 2. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. Out number 1 for the Twins.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. Now 2-2, and he flips one.
Here it is one more time.
Really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Here comes Coleman again. The pitch. Ball 1.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Williams, Studio, he's 0 for 3 for flyout in the 6th.
So far. The 1-0 home.
Foul ball to the right, strike 1.
1 out, nobody on.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. Coleman looking for the out. Ball 2. If you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. Type 1 in the chat if you guys are here of the I Am a Creator community, and he struck him out. And that's the second out for the Twins.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Just pay it forward, guys, and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Here comes Rondo Torres. He's off for 4. Line out in the 7th. As the Tigers report another defensive pitcher. As they bring in Daniel Stumpf, making his 12th game of the season. 0-2 record, 2.45 ERA, and 11 strikeouts to his resume for the Tigers defense. Morning, baby. How you doing? I was gonna say, I was gonna point out from last night what happened. What happened with the calls? Here's the first pitch to him. And ground ball to right line. Base hit. And that will be a triple for the Twins. Here comes Jorge Polanco. He's 1 for 4 for single in the 3rd. Yeah, I was going to say what happened to our calls last night, because I believe that there was a couple of bad receptions. I believe. Fly ball to left center field. He makes the catch, and the side is retired. Time is running out for the Tigers in game 1 of 3. As we go to bottom of the 9th, Twins holding on to a 3-2 lead. Coming to the mound for the Twins defense, Tyler Rogers, 11th game of the season, 0-1 record with 2 saves, 3.48 ERA, and 13 strikeouts. So, baby, what do you got? If you can give me the rundown this morning, let's see what you got in hand for me. Here's the first pitch by Rogers. Ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for
if you guys can hear me, type it in the chat. If you guys can.
The 1-0.
Strike 1. If you guys can hear me, type something in the chat if you guys can do it.
Curveball's got a ton of movement.
Just pay it forward and be rewarded. Never ask anything back in return. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Tampa Bay Rays visiting the Red Sox 5-3. Oakland Athletics visiting the Rangers 5-4.
The only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then it's a really difficult
Ball
pitch
2.
to hit.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Alright, that's better. 2-2 count by Rogers. Swing and a miss. And that's the first out for the Tigers. The time is running out for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3. Here comes Maki Montauk. We're going to put some work in. He's 1 for 3. Comes Rogers again. Ball 1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
The 1-0 count by Rogers. Strike 1. In game 1 of 3. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Held that a bit too long.
Down 1-2 now.
Rocky Montauk is 1 for 3.
Called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Fly ball to right center field.
Towards center field.
And he makes the catch, and that's out number 2 for the Tigers.
And it's not looking good
Offense.
for the home nine.
Last chance for the Tigers offense. Grayson Grenier. He's 0 for 3. The strikeout in the 7th.
So far, he's struck out once.
Atlanta Braves visiting the Marlins 6-4. Here's the pitch to him. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth.
Rockies visiting the Metropolitans 9-4. Strike 1.
Strike.
Rogers gives a sign. Here comes the 1-1. Foul ball to right. Strike 2. Last chance for the Tigers offense in game 1 of 3.
Last breath for
Here
the
comes
Tigers.
Rogers. Ball 2.
2 now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Grayson Grenier is 0 for 3. The 2-2 by Rogers. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out, and the Twins get the first one as they erase the 2 games wins for the Detroit Tigers. The Tigers are down to 27 and 36. It was a good close game to the end. The Twins win game 1, holding on to win 3-2 from the weekends and on the weekends. Twins hold on to win 3-2. Tigers are now 27-36 of the season. Twins had 11 hits. Tigers had 9 hits and 1 error in game 1 of 3 in the books. If we simulate the other scores, Chicago Cubs going up to 39-23 over the Cardinals, down to 31 and 31 even of the season. Final score 5-4 with 9 hits and 1 error. Yu Darvish for his 4th win of the season. Brandon Merrill for 15th save of the season for the Cubbies. Cleveland Indians going up to 25-38 over the Yankees, down to 33 and 31. 4-3 with 8 hits. Hand with his very first win of the season. Cincinnati Reds going up to 40-23. Started a good game with the Phillies, going down to 37 and 26 of the season, guys, in the chat. 4-3 with 7 hits. Duke with his very first win. Iglesias with his 18th save. Toronto Blue Jays going up to 34-29 over the Diamondbacks, 7-2 with 10 hits. Sanchez with the 6th win of the season. The Bay Rays going up to 30-33 over the Red Sox, down to 40-25. 5-3 with 11 hits of the season. Yarbrough with his 8th win. Jose Alberto with his 16th save of the season. Atlanta Braves going up to 27-37, sending the Marlins down to 32-30. 6-4 with 10 hits and 1 error. Guzman with 6th win. Mentor with 7th save of the season. Colorado Rockies going up to 37-27 over the Mets, 9-4 with 15 hits. Hoffman with 2nd win, all with his 8th save of the season. Oakland Athletics going up to 38-27 over the Rangers, 5-4, 6 hits and 3 errors. Trevino with his 5th win. Trennan with his 19th save of the season. Baltimore Orioles taking the Houston Astros, going up to 25-40, sending the Astros down to 41-24 of the season. 7-1 with 13 hits. Yaka Bonas for his first win. Pittsburgh Pirates going up to 26-36 over the Brewers. 2-1, 3 hits and 1 error. Williams with his 2nd win of the season. Vasquez with his 13th save. White Sox going up to 37-27 over the Royals, down to 36-27. Showing a good game. 5-4, 15 hits and 2 errors. Ivan Noah with his 5th win. Nate Sosa with his 17th save of the season. Seattle Mariners going up to 22-45 over the Angels, 6-4 with 9 hits. Elias with his second win. Strickland with his 5th save of the season. Washington Nationals going up to 36-27 over the Padres, 6-4, 12 hits and 1 error. Grace with his 4th win. Doolittle with his 17th save of the season. And the Giants set out the Dodgers, going up to 28-35. Sending the Dodgers down to 38-26, 2-0 with 7 hits. Johnny Cueto with his 7th win, and Smith with his 12th save of the season. As the Tigers are back in the losing column, they got 2 more games. They got 2 more games at home against the Minnesota Twins. And they got a day off, then they will be on the road to take on the Kansas City Royals. As guys can see in the chat. So we double check the standings. The Detroit Tigers are down 27-36 of the season, as they're only 4.5 games behind the Twins, as they won 2 straight. Royals are melting down a bit, losing 3 games, going down to 36-27, as I mentioned earlier. White Sox have won 4 games, 37-27 this season. Winning percentage of .578, as both the White Sox and the Royals have won 6 games out of their last 10. Anything can start warming up at this point. Astros keep on falling apart again, guys. They lost 6 consecutive games, and so now 41-24. And so hoping to get back to that winning column again, guys. As you can see, the winning percentage for the Astros is a winning percentage of .631. So they're pretty much almost out of a daily basis after losing 6 games so far. Anything they can bring in, anything can almost bring up to the table at this point. Most likely in the order. Athletics are only like 3 games behind the Astros. But the good news is for the Mariners, they won 6 games in a row, going up to 22-45 of the season. They won 7 games out of their last 10 as we speak, from 16-45 to 22-45 of the season. I'm about to get a message back from my pun from the chat. Hold on a second here. As he's on the way to the competition right now this morning, so he's going to be back in the afternoon, like around 1 or 1:30-ish. Remember, guys, I don't have to be back till Monday. So I'm off today, and there's pretty much going to be a parade. But oh man, apparently my top moderator, guys. Alright guys, apparently my top moderator's nervous going into that ceiling competition. As I can pretty much recall, let me tell you something else, guys. When my pun was actually at the ceiling competition last night at the fair, earlier this week at the fair, in the first day as we speak out of the 7, he became really nervous. And there's only one in particular in the chat that they gave my love some advice, as it's been 777 days since her and I have been together. You know, as a matter of fact. And going into any extraordinary point, you know, I mean, her family surrounds her most of the time. I surround her most of the time when her and I get married in the future. I'm telling you, you know, I mean, like I said, when I was, I told you guys the story earlier this week that I was nervous. I was nervous going into my first choir concert as a tenor, with a lot of people singing with us, doing 3 numbers, doing 3 songs perhaps, you know. I mean, what if it's Disney, not Universal Studios, but, you know. Type 1 in the chat if you guys are here. I want to depend if you guys are here. But other than that, it's all good. Hold on, let me double check one more time. As the Mariners are looking to continue to 6 wins, they won 7 games out of the last 10, which is actually surprising. As they're only like 8.5 games behind the Angels. Anything can pretty much be surprised. As we look at the American League wildcard, Athletics, Royals, Blue Jays, Yankees, Twins, and also the Rays. Bottom list, Mariners, Orioles, Indians, Tigers, Angels, and the Texas Rangers. These guys can see below. Phillies, they're struggling a little bit too. They lost 3 games, going down to 37 and 26 of the season. But the Nationals are back to the winning ways, winning 2 straight, going up to 36 and 27. And so only a game behind the Phillies. The Metropolitans going down to 26 and 38, losing 4 games, as they won 3 games out of the last 10 with an all-around winning percentage of .406. Phillies have a winning percentage of .587. Anything contains. Reds won 2 straight, Cubs won 2 straight, as the National League Central guys has been heating up for a little bit. Reds are going up to 40 and 23, Cubs at 39 and 23 of the season. But the interesting factor is the Reds winning 7 games out of the last 10. You know, hold on a second here. One moment. I want to double check if there's anything not in the qualification or anything. But I don't have a damn detail for it, but it's all good. The Pittsburgh Pirates going up to 26 and 36 with three wins in a row themselves as well. And so looking to continue to 3 wins. And so only tying with the Milwaukee Brewers at this point. So we'll see what happens from there. The LA Dodgers are back to losing again, going down to 38 and 26 of the season. Winning percentage of .594. As they're ahead by 1 game of the Rockies. Rockies have gone 1 back, going up to 37 and 27 of the season, which is still a lot of games of the season to be played. Diamondbacks are still falling apart. They've lost 5 games, down to 29 and 35 of the season, as a matter of fact. The interesting thing is the Giants, as good as they are, they won 4 games, going up to 28 and 35, and so a half game behind the Diamondbacks. If the Diamondbacks don't try to real estate anything with another win or another loss or anything, the Giants could be making that spot for sure. But we'll see what happens. Anything can still happen. If we look at the National League wildcard, Cubs, Rockies, Nationals, Marlins, Cardinals, Padres, Mets, Pirates, Braves, Brewers, and the San Francisco Giants. Now this, I am not pretty torn on this point. Red Sox are down to 40 and 25 after suffering an upset. Blue Jays are doing alright, going up to 34 and 29. Red Sox have winning percentage of .615. The Yankees are down to 33 and 31, and so only a game and a half behind the Blue Jays. Orioles won 2 straight, going up 25 and 40. As I always mention, you know, the way 3 out of these 5 teams play, the Red Sox, Blue Jays, and the Yankees. Yankees are pretty much affiliated with New York City, as my love and I went last year. We've never been to Boston, Massachusetts, the home of the Massachusetts personality of the 16-time world champion, tied with the great Ric Flair. And that is, of course, like I said, John Cena. He's from West Newbury, Massachusetts. As a matter of fact, guys, and got 2 likes on the episode. Thank you. I needed that. Let me double check one more time. Never mind a damn thing. So the Orioles are pretty much only like 6 games behind right now against the Rays in the season. So anything can still pretty much get accomplished. So we'll see. And that's going to do it. I'll tell you just a bit more in just a second here, so I can tell you what's going on. Alright guys, that's going to do it for episodes 63 of MLB 19. The Tigers are back down to 27 and wait. We're down to 27 and 36. It's still early. It's still pretty early and almost during the first half of the season before the All-Star break comes around. The Twins won the first one 3-2. It was close. They got 2 more games with the Twins. Then they'll be on the road to take on the Royals in Kansas City. If you guys have any questions, type it right in the chat. If you guys think I should still go with black and white, or orange and black for a Tiger for night to sign on February the 7th. If you guys want to catch more MLB 19 of the IamACreatorCommunity.com/IamACreator, it's like a Facebook. You guys can check it out for my buddy James Cox. He is on there. My brother James Cox of the hashtag IamACreator is on there. If anybody in the chat has, during the I Am a Creator community, if anybody has a Facebook and a Twitter account, we watch our videos in full. We share the videos, we like the videos, we tweet them out, share them. We always add them to a playlist. And we leave a meaningful comment down below once we've done the rest, and we never ask for support back. And if you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. Like I said, Men in Black for the black and white style. For the Men in Black style. Like I said, Phantom of the Opera and Titanic, those two are not gonna match another thing. I say Men in Black. Like I said, Men in Black, like I said, I'll say it again, Men in Black is staying in the top priority opportunity. It's staying in the zone, it's staying as much as possible in the top spot right now. Because, look, as much as anybody can go with Phantom of the Opera, I for one am not going to go with that set anyway, because, you know, my love and I still have the copy. I have a copy, she has a copy. Titanic, I have a copy. I bought her a copy through an Amazon, and Men in Black, I have a copy of that, you know, but my pun does not have a copy at the house, you know, but you know, it all depends. Amazon will still probably not go underneath of all that shit, but it all depends what's going to be going on from there. If you guys have any questions, type it in the chat. The Detroit Tigers are now 27-36 of the season. Oh yeah, what was I going to mention? Oh yeah, I don't know. I really don't know if I'm going to be live or not this afternoon. It all depends what's going to be going on from there, and see what's going to be going on as we speak. But you guys will be getting a new episode of MLB 19 tomorrow morning, since I'm off tomorrow and the parade's tomorrow night. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Puddin'. And thank you for 1 or 2 others coming in the chat. I hope you all enjoyed. I love you guys. Be good to one another, be kind to one another, and love one another. And I will see you guys later. You guys have a good day. I may go live later on today. It all depends what's going to be going on. Guys, have a good day. Stay hydrated with water. Thanks, guys. Be careful.